Hello everybody, Cynthia Acorace, and I am doing a YouTube live right now, and I just wanted to share a story of me taking a leap. When I was doing um, I was doing a writing class, and I was doing um, flower essences. Well, first let's back up. For those that don't know me, I help people by building leaders strong, connecting with consciousness. And I work with leaders because I love to see entrepreneurship, and I love seeing people grow into who they truly are and to get out of their comfort zone to overcome what it is that's blocking them so they can become a leader and inspire or share and grow, and give value to those around us. So part of my experience is I lived very disconnected. When I was very young, I got diagnosed with autoimmune disease, ulcerative colitis, and it caused me to disconnect, shut down, and not be fully aligned with the sacred, the source, the creator, the God, whatever it is you call your connection. And so when I was first experimenting on how to become connected and how to really listen and get guidance, I was in a writing class, and it was a writing class. Just it wasn't to learn how to write English, the correct grammar. It wasn't that type of writing class. It was more of a impromptu where she gives a prompt and we just write what comes through. It was more of a guidance type of writing class, and it was a lot of fun. I loved it, and at the same time, I had been introduced to flower essences, and flower essences is working with the plants, energy to help open and align you to the quality of what plant you're taking. And I wish I remembered what I was doing for that prompt class for that particular essence at that time. But I do know that I was in a relapse with my illness, and I was living with my mom, and it was very hard for me at that time. I was struggling, but I wanted it so bad. I just wanted the guidance. I wanted to know how to heal, how to grow, how to be connected. I just was looking for that answer. So, I decided that I was going to start asking the universe, my creator, my source, what, consciousness. Like, I just started asking this question. I asked, what do I need to know to heal and grow? And at the same time, I wasn't watching much news, and I was feeling stupid when, people would be talking about whatever's going on in the news. I didn't feel educated. So I said, and whatever's going on in the world, that's very important. I need to know about it, right away. So my prayers were answered very quick, because this is going into the weekend of September 11th. I believe it happened, I think it was a Monday. Pretty sure it was a Monday. I can Google it, but it was either Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Monday. But the night before September 11th, I was in my bed crying and just sobbing, just crying. I was like, oh my God, what is this? What am I doing? Why am I so sad? What's going on? And for those that are empathic and sensitive, wasn't the only one crying the night before 9/11. A lot of light workers cried prior to the event. So I'm crying. Didn't really understand it. So I just went to sleep, got up, went to work, and I had that prayer, like I said, let me know what's going on in the world so that I know right away. Well, I ended up being I was a rep, on the road rep, and I was working with a salesman that day, and he was taking an order, and I was the manufacturer rep So I didn't really have to do much except share my product when, at the right time. So all of a sudden I'm in the back room listening to the radio and I hear airplane just hit the tower, and I was like, what? And I was like, are you kidding me? I just asked this question over the weekend and I'm hearing news like right away. That's like very big information to know. So I ran outside and there was some people in their car and then hearing the radio out there with them. And our next stop, there was a TV, and we got to see both planes and everything that was going on. And so I just was like, I don't even know how to explain the energy that was running through my body because of the everything, the crying, the asking the question, being at the right time to hear what was going on. So I said, excuse me, and I went back outside and I went around the building and I looked up and I said, wow, whoa. And all of a sudden, my heart just got beamed with the love and the peace and a download that life is so short and to really just embrace every moment, and to that I had a purpose, that I had a message, that I had to go deeper into my heart and into that love, and just to know it and to trust it and to be it and to share it. And it was stop living a mundane life and go in and dive into that love. It was just so much love. And now that I'm reflecting on it, it's very similar when a loved one dies. I can feel their peace. I can feel their love when they leave the body. It's like their essence of their soul is so free and so much love. So when I have been present with a few people who have passed, and there's a sensation that just goes through my body that I know that they left their body, that they're in peace. And I think that's what I was experiencing as these people were, 9/11. I mean, we saw some horrific things. So I was feeling the peace of the death, probably because it was just right in the moment, but the tears at the same time the night before. So this event hit my heart in a way that was so deep and so real, and it brought me to a place where I could really trust. When you ask for guidance and you really want to be connected to this, the universe has our back. And so I took the leap. I decided to step into a spiritual path, and I actually did some research on how I wanted to do that, and I decided on the yoga path. And I called up the local place in Hampton, New Hampshire, Kriya Yoga Ashram. It's called the Institute for Personal Development, and Swami Jayananda taught me the 8 essential stages of yoga, Kriya Yoga. And I studied there for a year and a half and absolutely loved just talking consciousness, talking about the unified field and how we can be connected to something sacred and pure that never lets us down. And through the studies, I started doing many different teachings of spiritual masters. Studied, I just loved it. I call it prophetic teachings, the teachings of the prophets, teachings of all the masters that came before us, that were connected and did get guidance from God. And I started to just dive in. I took the leap. I wanted to know. I just wanted to know. And through that knowingness and my desire and my wanting to know God and to know everything about what it is that the prophets did and how they did it, and to understand that we are spiritual beings living in a physical body, and we can tap into that higher state of awareness, higher conscious, the super conscious awareness, the the highest of all that is, the all-knowing. So I wanted to tell you that taking the leap for me was just to take the leap, to trust in my guidance, trust in my intuition, trust what I'm getting. And if I don't understand what I'm getting, to sit and be quiet until I do know. And if I am shutting down, which I do, to go and breathe into those areas and bring in the forgiveness work right into that. Because the forgiveness work is where, is really where the real healing begins. I feel that if you're still holding on or blaming or not letting go of something from the past, if you're not able to break through and to move forward from something that was not healthy, that pulled you out of alignment, that pulled you into a disconnect or a running or a fear or just not in your true self anymore because of the event. Working with the forgiveness is the key ingredient, and that's where I've been studying most of my time, is teachers that are understanding not just Jesus. There's other teachers that teach forgiveness, and other programs that have just the core teachings around forgiveness. So if you are struggling and you're not able to get to the guidance, get to the clarity, get understanding your own intuition, you want to take the time and to do, get into a spiritual practice. Start. I was, like I said, I was doing writing. I was just doing it's called impromptu writing, where you say a prompt. It helps if there's a group, 2 or more get together, the energy just changes. I don't understand it, but it happens in group settings where you all just sit and write your guidance, what you're getting. There's a question that you would put at the beginning, or you do a reading. In some groups we do a short reading, and that prompts you to share on that reading, and you just see what comes up. There's a book called The Morning Pages, which we were working with, similar to that, where you just do some writing in the morning, and you have a partner that you share your guidance with. So those are, I work with plants. Since then, I love the plants. The essences help open us up, and to use the plants to move some of these blocks that are in our way to being who we truly are. And plants and I are very, the relationship I have with plants is very subtle, very, very subtle. And I can pick plants for people to help them or you move through what it is that might be blocking you from getting that inspiration, that guidance, that information that you're looking to have to move forward in whatever it is you're trying to make decisions with. So I've been working with plants since 1998. I've been working with plants. It was Mother's Day weekend. I decided that I had enough. I had enough. I was addicted, and I was not able to really just be confident in who I was. I was always looking to stuff and run and hide and disconnect from my feelings and from what it is, that was bottling up. All the hurt, all the wounds, all the pain was just stuck, and I had enough. It was Mother's Day weekend, and I remember saying, okay, I am going to find a way to heal. And that's when I went to the newspaper. We didn't have internet so much. We did, but not like we do now. And I said, I want to find a holistic practitioner to move me out of this, and to help me to get, healthy. And that's where I found my first flower essence teacher in 1998. There was a health fair right up the road that next weekend, and I started seeing her for my flower essences. She referred me to a chiropractor that taught me TM, and from there I found my Reiki master and started studying Reiki. And so at the point of which I was doing the writing class and the flower essences, I was also a Reiki practitioner, and that's when I got that huge, massive download of the love and to move forward on the spiritual path. So all of my work that I've been doing since 1998 is truly to understand God better and to understand our connection to this unified field and to understand how it all works. And I continually ask for guidance, and I work with the plants, and I help people find who they really are and help get that alignment, help people to heal the past so they can be who they truly are and they can move into their future in a way that is more in the peace and love and the joy, and it comes through forgiveness and working with whatever it is that you've stuffed or hiding from or running from or are just blocking your whole energy field. So if you're feeling like you want to check out what I do, my blog is on CynthiaAcorace.com, and take the leap. Take the leap. It's worth it. It really is. I've been addiction free. I mean, I guess, there are times where I may not be on drugs and alcohol by any means, but I noticed that I was getting a little addicted to baking. I was trying to get a recipe perfect, and I just kept baking it and baking it. And when it wasn't working, I realized that there was a reason why it wasn't working, because I was, doing it in an obsessive way. Although I really loved every, even though it wasn't perfect for, the forming of the cookie to, that when you make a cookie, there's things that you want the texture to be right. You want it to fall into place correctly. It has to be moist and it can't crumble. It's gluten free, so there's a lot of ways to get this cookie to work, perfectly in union, so that if I share the recipes, that the cookie is good. So I noticed that I was getting a little bit addicted to getting this recipe perfect. But it took me 3 years to do about 9 recipes. The last recipe is still a little questionable, yummy as can be, but it doesn't have all the it's not the perfect cookie. It doesn't form as perfect as a cookie should for as far as eating a cookie. It tastes excellent. But anyway, my point is that I can easily get caught up into a little bit of perfectionism, addiction to perfectionism, I guess you would call that, just trying to get it perfect. So I worked through that, and I saw it, I witnessed it, and I'm working through letting that cookie unfold as it does, it will someday evolve into the perfect cookie, but it didn't have to do it all in a couple weeks. All the other recipes I did fine. I just gradually got them to where they were perfectly without being a little bit, without getting, OCD like I did this last recipe. So, addictions come and go in our life, but you have to recognize, the different types of addiction. It's not just drugs and alcohol. We can be addicted to helping other people, actually codependent, where we take care of others more than we take care of ourselves. And that is not a healthy state of living. You want to be filling yourself first and accepting people for where they are. If they don't want to change, you can't change them. So we can get addicted to trying to save other people and be overly involved in where we really should step back. So those are a couple addictions. And the reason why I'm talking about addictions is because that's what pulls us out of alignment, pulls us out of this connection to who we truly are. So when you're full in alignment and really filling up with the love, the light, the peace, the joy, the bliss, the higher vibrations, you're more in the flow state. So take the leap and trust that you are guided and that you have the guidance. And ask the question, whatever the question is that you're looking for the answer to. Mine was, how do I heal and grow? And to let me know of something important that I need to know in the news. Little did I know that both questions were going to be answered like within that next couple of days. I think everything it happened fast, like whoosh, put the question out and bang, there's the answer. So anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. And this is my first time going on YouTube Live with my new computer. I had major computer problems with the other one. So hopefully this works. And let me know if you can hear me okay. I have a headset on. And the camera is not as good as my last computer. But I'm hoping that the technology gets to do what I wanted to do when I needed to do it. So blessings to you. Thank you for listening. And remember to tap into your connection, ask for guidance, get a pen and paper. And if you're interested in an essence or working with forgiveness and doing a healing session with me where we go and do some washing of some of those deeper wounds, that you'll see that on my website too. Okay, so peace and blessings and love to you, and thank you for joining me, and we will see you again on another video. Love you. Let's see if it ends. Okay.